circle. They don't need to move right now. A solo for Bacon Time to pick up if they drop down a level.
I think Bacon Time's actually gonna be able to find him. Like, if the zone keeps ending here, there's a good chance he might just chill here for the rest of the game. As Nova getting caught off. Nova right now looking at the map, they were playing a huge order on the minimap. No other teammate in sight in that top right. So yeah, everybody's playing extremely split from Nova.
Starting to fall. EVOS lose one to a knock. Alpha 7 also under fire. Everybody forced to fight on this lateral north-south line. V22K, okay, hang on a minute, we're hopping right back over to Ruins. Remember, this is the solo player from Inco. Going up against the entirety of Bacon Time, holding his nerve on this staircase. We'll be able to spot the player close to it. Wants to put a nade in from Noise. It's a little bit too long on the cook, but down they go, flooding in. We'll be able to find it. There's the knock. Bacon Time, impactful. The next circle pops on in.
Further to the west we go. Alpha 7 right now getting caught by the USG Donuts team. And yeah, Fireflux right now causing trouble for everybody on this eastern side, forcing them to fight. And here we have Power on the north side getting some shots in onto USG Donuts as well. And it looks like Donuts, are they going to go aggressive and take the fight with Alpha 7? I would like to see that, because that rotation that they have to make right now is way too tough. They may as well secure the points, and Alpha 7 not catching a break. Evos now coming in to take a fight.
Taking shots over towards Carrillo. Microboy able to land those when he needs to. Go under pressure behind the rock. Will need to leave. Oh, I think he just catches sight of him through the corner of the tree there, just between the branches. Wow. Revo takes some shots over Microboy's way, but is going to be enveloped by the blue now. And as we know, you can't out-heal the blue anymore in Sandhawk, so you do have to get a move on.
Taking a look back on the side of things with Nova right now. They
USG, as the teams from near boot camp rotate, but with Coops up top, I mean, this is going to be tricky if he's going to play on this coastline, play on this northwest island in the position that he is. He has excellent sightlines over towards any swimmers, moving through Pittsburgh Knights with a solid split. This is the control that they were looking for playing this area. It's unfortunate that they lost that player.
Yeah. It is a strong split, though. They have their sightlines covered. They have support for one another. If Coops goes down, though, I don't think he's going to be able to get revived, but he's fishing. He should be okay. But Lufa is actually up on the rocks, so he's got to be careful. Lufa might swing over the top.
The Donuts USG team to get up onto the ridges and play from there. Might be spotted out by Tensor, though, in the meantime. He sees that crossing. He's identified the crucial part that's going to go up. HVVP have been very quiet, but with this shift, it's going to start to heat up for them. The compound that Meku currently holds the south corner of is going to be huge in this next circle.
You know, it's actually favorable for all the other teams that HVP does get the zone, because then they won't go on a warpath eliminating everyone. But this might be a huge chicken for HVVP now, because towards the end of the stage of this game, they will have that high ground and they will have 4 up.
And they're going to be shredding everyone.
Listen, the circle might go back down south and keep the south side in zone. I mean, this river has been in every single circle shift, so there is a chance as USG doing what they can to stay alive. They have 4 members, but 2 of them are knocked. Blue is pressuring them from behind. They're caught between the Knights and Vampire. They don't know which way to go, and I think this is all but done for USG very soon.
Yeah, the blue zone will be doing the job if the bullets won't. The Pittsburgh Knights controlling the river will finally have to leave. Get on a little bit deeper into the circle. Yeah, they're just getting peppered away.
Knights not able to secure any of these points, though. They have yet to find one. They're still at 0 eliminations. And, oh my gosh, HVP from the top of the mountainside. Just one. Vampire, they're in a good spot. Vampire's right next to the zone, and Coops finds 2. So that is 2 points for the Knights. Much needed points right now for the Knights. The Knights, and overall, I think, yeah, if you take a look at that right-hand side, 15.
Trying to get some points on this game, try and ladder on up at the moment, though. Ooh, Nenebete doing a lot of work from under the bridge. The last player from Inco, by the way, taking down 2 of Skylights. Bacon Time are going to know about it now. Nima And Mr. Board will be going for the swim to try and get past that roadblock that was instituted in front of them. Only over of this position under the bridge is in the next zone as well. Gonna have to move.
Possible, but still cautious enough not to just go out early. Next zone coming up, and like the south side, still barely in zone, but that does give HVVP a lot of high ground still to work with. And when did Fireflux get up there?
What's going on?
They were on the eastern side of the map.
We're gonna have to get the desk to talk about that one, because I have no idea. They were. I mean, sure. I mean, they just hopped in the TARDIS and teleported on up there. I have no idea. That's crazy.
There's no way they could rotate through all those teams to get up there. So,
well, I beg to differ, Zute. There is, because they've done it. I mean, it's like...
I mean, did they loop back around from the east deep into the blue? I don't know. I am so
Maybe they
confused.
did. Maybe they came. Maybe they swung up north. Well, whatever it was. Pièce de resistance of rotation right there. I have no idea how it happened. But we're going to hop back on board with the Udo Alliance. Last player remaining. Olio on the outside. Playing off in the blue against that one, who've got one player stuck a little bit on the sidelines, but two players further forwards. Forest finds the route of egress, but gets cut down in the time being. A spray down, gets a flush to bring the elimination count up to 3. You can still heal out this phase of the blue. As Fireflux, they do go down, so that's the end of their road. But goodness me, don't know how that happened. Down one, 2 players left really. Sung, and actually Junie gets picked up. And going to be eliminated in the meantime. This south side, I mean, it is turning into a bit of a brawl now.
Yeah, Microboy really showing his experience on the PMGC stage here. Last one for Evos. I'm surprised he managed to get all the way in here. Last we checked in on them, they were caught against Alpha 7 and the Fireflux team, but Microboy standing strong for his team, putting up a lot of placement points and elimination points here. And that nade might actually catch him. Udo Alliance still alive, runs in, and Microboy will finish that one out. The Knights also go down to the side of Nova. Nova staying strong, 1 million, fighting against Bacon Time, but meanwhile the Grim Reapers, that is HVVP, is just slicing everyone down from the top side.
They've been biding their time, but now they can start to rack up power. They can rank it on in, turn the wheel, put everyone under pressure. 1 million fight against Bacon Time still raging on this west side, but the blue zone's going to prove to be a difficult barrier to breach. Microboy chiming in with a third party to bring down Bacon Time. Looks for more as well. Last player for Evos. This is Microboy. I mean, we've seen this name for so long, and he's bringing it back here on Evos.
6 eliminations by himself right now. The weak link, but honestly, Microboy is a player in of himself. He is showing up.
4-man squad as well. I mean, Vampire at the moment have the only hard cover, and that is going to be very, very valuable for them. You imagine that's a second place minimum guaranteed at this stage, barring any super hard shifts, but what more can be done? 1 million moving on the broadside against Microboy. We know how that's going to go. He is out in the blue zone. He's not going to go for the swim. He's just going to pick up the point.
Well
and bring it up to 8. 6th place. Absolutely well done.
Yeah, nice composure. Yeah, 5th place. Yeah, nice composure to not worry about the blue and trying to go in, and he maximizes another point. HVVP coming down from the northern side, getting shot at by Nova and Vampire, so HVVP, as strong as the position they're in, it's not as nice as it might seem.
Once they can pick up these teams on the south, if they can dispatch Nova, who, by the way, again...
Another rematch between Nova and HVVP, potentially. Yeah, Vampire's got to make a move. They're going to be wide in the open. HVVP has the cover, so does Nova. Nova has that ridge side to work with, and there is still one player out of 1 million that they have to watch out for. Paraboy finds one. That is Meku down, while Order dealing with the eastern side. This Nova team looking strong, but Jimmy goes down here.
Looking like the seals at the moment, just emerging from the water, not causing a ripple and blasting away. Stone up and forwards, actually taken down Jimmy earlier. Is traded off by Paraboy. We know he's quick on the trigger. Actually, was that Order coming in as well with 2 barrels pointed that way? HVVP trying to move into the circle. None of them are going to go down. They take a top and bottom position on the rock.
Nice.
We'll be able to operate. Tixie, again, on the warpath. 3 players now alive for HVVP as they continue to move forward. They're pepper potting in. Order on the broadside to Marshall, the solo player from 1 million, proving to be devastating to the backlines.
Oh, now it's just down to Paraboy, and there's 3 of HVVP. Oh, Paraboy could get this one knock. Nice headshots right there, but he crosses over, stays alive. He will survive for a little bit longer, and he does have the zone. He might even get, just maybe, get the revive onto Order.
HVVP, they'll know that Marshall's there now. He took shots over. I don't know if Order can make this crawl. Paraboy might be able to make the mad dash, and in fact will dip low for it under the headland. Over to the rock. If he can get these reses, great, but he sees these players lining up on the rock. He knows there's 2 there now. Shouldn't have too many more smokes, I'd imagine. I wonder if he's got too many nades. Marshall
that's a
doesn't.
knock.
There's Tixie found. Excellent position. Nova are not chiming in. They're looking for those reses. Kitsune potentially on the lineup. Matic spotted. It is taken out by Paraboy. HVVP getting caught open. Marshall, last player, but it's Kitsune to stay alive. Can he stick the res? A nade over the top might be all it takes, and it looks perfect. It looks like it's on the money, but where's the explosion? It's not coming through. Just a little bit wide, but 2 more might be the final nail in the coffin. Kitsune forced to go for the challenge.
What a
it's
game.
not even going to matter. Nova rise from the depths. The river will not stop them. They get the cross, and it is a winner-winner chicken dinner from Nova.
Wow. You can't write a better story than that game that just happened right there. The 2 Titans, Nova and HVVP, once again coming down to a rematch between the 2. And that last sequence of events, that 1 million player, the linchpin, just wow, John. Just wow. What? Give me another Sandhog. That was a very tactical game of Sandhog. It was, at least everyone that made it to the end, a huge fighting chance. Like, also, you know, Microboy, right?
And the first Sandhawk here of this group, it's the previous PMGC World Champions Nova that pull out the chicken dinner. And man, that was a close one from all regards.
Kind of stabbed HVVP in the back, but it was so good to see that kind of the 2 giants as
overall rankings and see where everybody stands here, and it's Nova. On top.
Wow. Okay, yeah, it's Nova on top, 44 points. I kind of expected that, right? After performance that we're seeing out of that team is working out perfect for them here.
And even 1 million in third.
Fall into you.